We are travelling in a Renault 6.5 ton truck, recreating the journey a HGV will take when delivering to the proposed solar farm at Lords Moor. We've come off the A1, we've travelled about a mile from Leaning Bar, junction 51, and we're on the 6055. We're coming up to the first junction at Exelby. We can see that is a 7.5 ton restricted turning. No HGVs should be going down there. It's a very narrow turning across the traffic with no central reservation. You can see the 7.5 ton weight restricted sign clearly. So we will actually take the second turning towards Exelby and Lords Moor. This will be turning across the traffic flow. This is the A6055 from Leaning Bar. It's known as the Relief Road. And here you can see the caution horse rider sign, the sign for Exelby, as we begin our turn onto a lane called Green Gate. The oncoming traffic is quite quick on this road. It is a full 60 mph road down the hill, and here as we turn right we can see 7.5 ton restricted lane here as well, Green Gate. Line corner here. As we swing round, as you can see a car approaching just at an awkward point. And Green Gate itself is quite narrow. This is going to be a bit of a squeeze, and we're only in a 6.5 ton Renault truck. We're not in a big HGV rig. We're definitely not driving a crane. So we're going to come up to the junction. It's left into Exelby. It is a giveaway. It is very bad visibility on the left, which I will show you now. This is an unnamed road. We're going to look left. We're right up to the right line here. We're struggling to see left. We're just going to have to creep. Remember, we're not in a big HGV. We're going to look right at this point in time. There is a car coming that's only just appeared. And we're going to look left again, and very quickly we can't see anything. So yeah, bit of a guess. And now we're driving around a blind left bend underneath a low hanging tree. And our next turn will be left onto Westfield Lane in around about 100 metres, and around another fairly blind bend. We're high up in an elevated position in this truck. Turning on to Westfield Lane, and we can see the road is downhill. It's quite narrow. There's certainly no room for two vehicles to pass side by side. One has to pull in. This road is frequented by horse riders and cyclists. Coming over the brow of the hill. You can see the road narrowing once again as another vehicle comes towards us. So at the bottom of this Westfield Lane, there's going to be a giveaway. This is the XLB to Bedale road. This is the B6055. We're going to turn towards Bedale. Giveaway sign here. So it's a slightly funny junction. As you can see, the left is poor visibility. It's a very blind bend. And as we look to the right towards Flood Bridge, just around the corner, it's a blind bend. We're in an elevated position. We can't see what's coming. You can see the sun is a little bit low today. Still a blind bend on the right hand side. And we're going to take a left turn now towards the Grade 2 listed Flood Bridge. We can see over pothole patching and where the road has sunk, probably due to the gypsum rock collapsing underneath the road. And here we are onto a very narrow bridge. Really only room for one vehicle. Not easy. Farm vehicle coming the opposite direction. A few seconds later that would have been awkward. Passing the cattery and livery yard on the left. We're travelling towards Bedale. We're going to turn in around about 200 metres time left onto Lord's Lane. See the signs on the left. So Lord's Lane is about 1 kilometre long from where we turn into Lord's Lane here to where the public road stops and the private road takes over. We can see it's an all-through road. It only goes to Lord's Mill Farm and to the private track beyond it. So you can see here a blind bend as we've turned in. If we were in a big HGV and we were encountering dog walkers, people pushing prams, mobility scooters, dog walkers, cyclists, people out running, this probably isn't too bad here, but it certainly gets narrower. We're at one of the narrower sections now. Can't really see to the right hand side. Definitely cannot see anything coming to the left. There's only 2 properties really got access to this road. Now it's blind to the right. Remember, we're in an elevated position, we can't see. And the road narrows again. This is where the dikes, the verges on either side of the lane kick in. It's really quite deep down there. I stood in there in the middle of winter and it's a good 4 feet below the road surface. And you can see now as we're coming along the road, blind over the hill, we have met another vehicle oncoming. One of us is going to have to pull in, one of us is going to have to reverse. We're in the HGV, we're not reversing. But you can see the problems with one way in, one way out, especially when there are other people using this road as well from Lord's Mill Farm and the properties beyond. And the vehicle that we've encountered here is having to reverse a very decent distance. You can't go into the verge, you'll be in the ditch, you'll turn your car onto 2 wheels. There's no room at the right hand side, it's hard against the hedge in another ditch. And this is where the public road comes to an end. This was a 60 mile an hour road according to the developer in their documentation. Clearly you can't see a national speed limit 60 mile an hour being applied ever. This is where the private road starts, the cattle grid, and the road then becomes a track. And Thank you.